Hacky hackers.
One of the things about the world of champions is we are blessed with talent, we're blessed with real heroes and legends that work for us, and Dale Hayes certainly is one of those. What a character, what a great man, and he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. It was a big night for him. I think he'll underplay it a little bit, but knowing Dale as I do, a real proud moment and thoroughly deserved. Our cameras were there.
Incredible occasion to be able to welcome Dale into the Hall of Fame tonight.
It's been incredible, hasn't it? I mean, if you look at the past year's journey, last year, this time, we did Gary Player, you know, and what a privilege for Gary Player to be present just before the Nedbank starts and honouring Dale Hayes to be a Hall of Famer. Interesting thing about Dale Hayes, although he was a champion golf player, he was inducted into the South African Hall of Fame as a contributor for the immense work that he's done for golf. We're privileged, we honour, and the South African Hall of Fame celebrate these achievements in order to inspire our youth, and that's our core ideology.
So our partner, Sun International, approached us and asked us to get involved with the Hall of Fame. Mumm is a very well-established champagne brand, actually the #1 champagne in France, the home of champagne. And it's a brand whose motto is Dare, Win, Celebrate. And we thought this was an amazing occasion to celebrate success and to celebrate someone such as Dale Hayes, as is the case today.
You know, I don't get nervous very often anymore. I don't do things that make me nervous very often. But I was nervous, I was excited, I was proud, I was, yeah, it's been a special thing, it really is. Since the time I heard about it, it really has been a very proud time for the Hayes family.
Last year it was Gary, this year Dale, you know, we're ultimately going to have the Louis and the Ernies and the Bobby Locks, etc. And what better time to do it than in Golf Week?
You know, I think if it had just been for my golf career, I certainly wouldn't be here today. You know, Harold Henning, Bobby Locke, Ernie Elson, Retief Quirson, and there are a lot of other players that would be ahead of me, you know, tonight if it had been just for my playing career. Not that I'm not proud of what I achieved, because I achieved it in quite a short time. I only played for 10 years, so I achieved it in quite a short time. But, you know, I'm more proud of what I've done since then.
Well, you know, Dale has such great wit, and I thought I'd come here and all I'd be doing is laughing tonight, and I've been crying. But first of all, I'd just like to say that Dale, besides being a wonderful golfer, he's been a great ambassador for our great country. Travelled the world extensively, won tournaments all over the world, which is difficult to win outside your own country. And he had a relatively short career. He decided to branch off and to do other things, highly intelligently so. What an entrepreneur, owning a golf course, a TV commentator, writing his own stories for magazines, and one of the wittiest guys I've ever seen in golf.
You mentioned the family. Obviously that's incredibly important to you, and you spoke very fondly about the role that they have played, but it has been key into molding you into who you are today.
Oh, it still is, very much so. I mean, I think everything about my golf career, my career after golf, everything has been about the family. You know, we're a close-knit family. I mean, we still get together and have family lunches every 2 months, and all the youngsters come along, and the grandchildren, or not my grandchildren, my father's well, now I've got a grandchild, so it would be my grandchild. But I certainly wouldn't be where I am if it hadn't been for my family and the support and the help that I've had from my family. And, you know, and as I mentioned earlier, my wife, you know, it takes a special woman to allow somebody to do and to live the way I've lived. You know, to travel as much, to be away from home all the time, to go out and do functions at night and all that kind of stuff. It takes a special person to be able to put up with that. And thank goodness I've got a very special wife.
It's a room full of friends as well. I mean, you look around and it's people that he's known for years and who have been around and have been a part of this wonderful industry. How special that, you know, friends are around here with him and being able to take part in celebrating him tonight.
Absolutely, and I mean the guys that are here are his friends. You're right; they're the closest. He spends the most time with them. The guys on the tour, guys on TV, Hachi. I mean, you can't get older, older friends than that, and it's just amazing. He's the loyal guy, and it's just great that they've all turned out. Yeah.
Hachi is a very special man, and Hachi tells a lovely story about the fact that he first saw me when I was 6 months old in a carry cot. It was a very, very big carry cot, and he should have strangled me right then and there, because it would have saved the world a lot of problems. But Hachi and I have been close for many, many years, and we've been great friends, and I love him. I mean, he's like my second father or my older brother or whatever you want to say. He's a wonderful man. The thing I love about Hachi, he cannot bring himself to say anything bad about anybody. He can't bring himself. It's unbelievable. The guy can do him so much harm. And Hachi, but... he can't actually bring himself. He's just such a kind and wonderful man. To have Gary standing up there and saying the things that he said were very special, and especially about the things about my father and my brothers and stuff like that. That was very special for me. It really was, yeah.
Dale, just lastly, has this given you sort of pause to sort of look at where you are at the moment, where the game is going, and what you can still do in a career that is far from over, and how you'd like to continue to grow the game?
Have you seen my swing? I don't pause for anything. I'm not pausing for anything. I've got, I don't know how long I'm going to live, but I've got maybe 20 years left, 15 years left. Please God, I've got 15 years or 20 years left. And I want to get as many people playing golf as I can. I want to try and spread the word of what a wonderful game this is. Because you love the game, you're passionate about the game. And, why more people don't play it, I have no idea. They need to play it for the social interaction that you get out of golf, for the friendships you make, and for the fun that you have. Not only hitting the ball. Hitting the ball's nothing. It's just being together that makes the game so much fun.
Yeah, it was a wonderful night, and, well, you've just seen that insert. It really does encapsulate what the man's about. Dale Hayes, 66, so that actually makes Hachi his younger brother, not his older brother, surely, age 66. Turned pro 1970. Rob Collins was talking about him earlier on and just saying, remarkable what he achieved in such a small space of time. Now, that stat at the bottom there, in 1971, Hazy won the Spanish Open at the age of 18 years and 290 days. You know that record lasted as being the youngest ever winner on the European Tour until something like 2006. So it certainly stood the test of time. Dale Hayes, congratulations to you. And as a colleague just in television, I love working with you. His energy is great.